Hi, and welcome back to the Mr. Brad Worden Show. And it's a weekend, and it's been a while with the schedule and things, but I'm back at it. It's been a couple weeks since my last League of Fire challenge, and I've had this around for a while. Hopefully it's good. It is the Crunchy Challenge from the Old Agness Store. So if you're ever looking to heat things up a little bit, there's a store called the Old Agness Store. It's actually a physical store in Oregon, the state of Oregon, and it has an online store. And the Old Agness Store, you can find it at oldagnessstore.com, has 3 official League of Fire challenges that they create: the Crunchy Challenge, the Mold Cob Challenge, and the One Challenge, which are all brownies or treats that they make that are super hot, like super hot. They're some of the hottest challenges out there. And then I also carry other League of Fire challenges and other spicy stuff that might not be quite as hot as League of Fire. So if you ever want to find something that's hotter, go check out that oldagnessstore.com. Well, anyway, this is the Crunchy Challenge. Out of the 3 that I listed, it's the smallest one. Basically what it is it's the hottest Rice Krispie bar in the world. It is 35 grams, and it has 20 of the hottest peppers infused in there. And from what I can recall, it is by weight probably one of the hottest League of Fire challenges that there is. And the other 3 are the other 2, the Mold Cob and the one, are very extreme too, like very extreme. Like the Mold Cob did probably the most damage to me out of any challenges that I've done, maybe other than the 4 Horsemen, but out of League of Fire, the Mold Cob, which is like larger. So the Mold Cob and the one are like half pound, and this is like 35 grams. But this one, I think heat value might be tops here. So last time I did this one once before, like several months ago, probably almost a year ago when I first got in. And I didn't get the rules right. I still got my points, but the way I did it was harder. I thought you had to ride out, like some of the challenges, you had to ride out the first 4 minutes and eat it within 4 minutes and wait out the 4 minutes and then a 4-minute afterburn. So I had like 8 minutes total. I'll do it official this time. But what you have to do is eat the whole bar within 4 minutes. Once it eats, the time stops, even if you're ahead of the 4 minutes, and then you just have that 4-minute afterburn, which is going to be extreme no matter what, but I waited a little longer last time. So anyway, I'm going to read the League of Fire disclaimer. I, Mr. Brad Warren, am of 18 years of age, of a sound mind, read and understood the hot sauce product disclaimer on the League of Fire website. In summary, I accept the League of Fire, their suppliers and manufacturers will under no circumstances be responsible for or liable for any claims of injury, damage arising from me consuming this product or multiples thereof. I acknowledge and agree to this without question. And here it is. Obviously, this one is super hot. It is a Rice Krispie bar. Was made with marshmallows, rice, and then the regular, and then 20 of the hottest super hot peppers in the world are in here. 35 grams of it. 35 grams of terror, it says. And then says 2022, it's Crunchy time. Steve and Michelle are the 2 that run the Old Agness Store. And they do personalized messages on these boxes here, as you can see, which is nice. And sometimes messages. Oh. Getting the gigs just thinking about it a little bit. Oh, and here's their card, Old Agness Store. They have a Facebook store and a website and a League of Fire card, which I must have slid in here because they were going to start giving out League of Fire cards with other challenges. Originally, it was just with the Heart of Fire, but I think they started, and this is Edna the Ice Lady card. I'm not sure if I have one of hers or not. It says, Edna lives in Germany. Edna won her first contest at Chili Bob's Festival and is now famous for the global chili community. Edna's a LOF League of Fire hero from Germany. All right, so here it is. It's packed nice and see here. And the brownies in there, wrapped up. Nice little package, sealed package. So it's not very big. It's like a little, looks like a harmless little Rice Krispie treat, really. Doesn't look that spooky, but I'm sure it is. Okay, so it's sealed package, and then it's wrapped up in a nice little package here. Nothing, looks pretty harmless. Before I start handling it too much with my fingers. First time I did this, I wore gloves, but now I'm so used to touching everything. Just have to make sure I wash my hands. Otherwise, if it hits my eyes or some other areas later, it might not be too good.
Ooh.
Yeah, it has, you can see the powder remnants on the wrapper here.
It looks really coated.
So from what I can remember, I tasted the Krispies, I tasted the chocolate a little bit, but the flavor here is like overwhelmingly the hot peppers from what I recall from last time. So we'll see. I've seen a few people do this lately. I know Steve at He My Shorts has done this recently. I got a little nervous. I watched Pyro Pitbull go for the record. He had 6 available. He made it through 3. I know his tolerance hasn't been up. He hasn't been as active. But he made it through 3, did a really good job, but called it a day. But even one of these, don't get us wrong in the chili head community, even one of these is a task to get through here. So I was thinking about doing multiples, but I'm just gonna try one just to see what it does to me, and then decide if I ever want to do multiples for another day. All right, here we go. So I have 4 minutes to eat it, and then 4 minutes once I finish. Yep, hot peppers right away. It is a little bit hard to chew through with all those Krispies in there. So the heat's gonna be building. I'm gonna tell it is. Some tastes a little chocolate, but the flavor of all the super hot is coming out big time. It's really starting to pick up after about a minute. We'll see how high it's meant to be. Obviously, for an average person, it'd be like at 10 already. Gonna be a burner. So again, crunchy challenge from the Old Agness Store. It's slowly building and building and building. Probably about 2 to 3 right now. Probably like a 3-ish. For it's really hot, but I know it's going to be building in the next few minutes.
Aren't you supposed to eat that as fast as you can?
Well, I can enjoy it a little if I want. It's not too bad. So a little under 2 minutes. And then reset for my 4-minute afterburn. It's really not as bad. This building still not as bad as I can remember. And I thought my tolerance isn't that high right now because I haven't done tons of real extreme things. But maybe it's still pretty good. Same probably at about 4 right now. Usually the 4 to 5 threshold is when my highs and lowest start. It's about there. So I might raise it to like a 5 or a 6, but we'll see. About a 4 right now. So I'm not sure if it's going to build a little more, if it's kind of peaked.
Maybe you should try doing 10 crunchies.
10 crunchies. I don't know about that. Maybe multiples sometime though. Because what it would be, I would get done with 4-minute afterburn, and then I would have to eat another one, and then do another 4 minutes. Oh, it's getting pretty close to a 5 here. Let me see. Oh, it's borderlining 4 or 5. Those might be starting to go. I just feel like they want to start going. Throat is burning, tongue's burning.
Embrace the pain.
It's true. It's true. I barely get it this high anymore. But most coming down with the throat. I think it might be hitting about a 5. Might be peeking out. Nose is starting to go a little. The game's going a little. Eyes might be starting to go a little. Yep, I think we're at a good 5. I'm thinking I'm peeking about now. Yep. I think I peaked now. It's a good burn. So again, if you want to find some hot, go check out the Old Agness Store. They have 3 of their own challenges again: the Crunchy Challenge, Mold Cope, and the one. All very extreme heat. And then they make a few others that aren't as extreme, like for beginning chili heads and stuff. And then some delicious brownie treats aren't even hot at all. So you may want to check those out too. Yeah, I peaked. Eyes and nose got fired up. I'd say probably like a 5 for a chili head heat. Or at least for me. Which is pretty extreme. There's only a few things that put me up over 5. Actually, I would say maybe it was like between a 5 and a 6 even. Borderline 5, 6. But now it's coming back down as we're rolling to the end. Yep. A little bit of gag going because of the phlegm. Alright, so we made it through the Crunchy Challenge. And did pretty well. Borderline if I'd want to do one more again or try a double. He's still pretty high. So, anyway, survived it. He's still pretty good. Again, Old Agness Store Crunchy Challenge. We will see you next time on the Mr. Brad Worden Show.